When discussing strong teams in Inazuma 11, common teams that come up are Zeus, Little Gigantes, Ogre, Genesis, and maybe even early Royal Academy from time to time. But what makes a team strong? Individual player strength? Teamwork? Hisatsu tactics? Having way too many strikers and forgetting that there are multiple other positions on the pitch? Jokes aside, there are many different qualities that determine and contribute to the strength of a team. A strong team is usually a memorable team, but there are strong teams that slip under the radar and are rarely mentioned. When's the last time you've heard of the Forest team or the Empire? Things like this can lead to a lack of appreciation and connection to these overlooked teams. I feel as if that's a shame since there's a lot of effort, hard work and love put into these teams and are extremely interesting. And in this video we're going to be talking about a team that was very strong at the time they were introduced and were very unique, and to this day they're one of my favorite teams.
Damn, that's a big bitch.
The Osaka Triple C Gals, a team that came out of nowhere and pretty much went band for band with Raymond to fight over Ichinose. And you'd think that because of how unserious they were that they'd just be a regular strength or even a weak team, but they were deceptively capable and strong. But let's put this strength into perspective. The country was in absolute shambles due to Gemini Storm at the start of the game and season. Kirkwood, a very strong Season 1 team, got blown the fuck out, something crazy like 86-0. Not only that, but Raimon, a team that had previously beat Zeus, got blown out too, and a large portion of the starting lineup was out of commission in a hospital bed as a result. And to make matters worse, they pressed the namesake of the actual franchise and won. Gemini Storm was straight up terrorists and menaces to society, and Raymond, after acquiring some new teammates and a whole heap of training, were finally able to beat them. And like I said before, Triple C were going band for band with Raymond, and despite losing the match, they were actually winning going into the second half of the game. It might be a stretch, but I think Triple C could have given Gemini Storm a bit of a run for their money. Anime aside, let's look at a few game stats to make a comparison. Triple C's keeper Daisy has the same guard stat as Gemini Storm's keeper and has a better control and speed stat. And let's take Torahama for example, a defender. She has a higher guard stat than 2 out of the 4 Gemini Storm players and a higher body stat than 2 out of the 4 defenders too. Make that make sense. And if we're talking strikers, Rika and Reika both have a higher kick stat than Rin. But stats aside and comparisons aside, what else made them a strong team? I wanted to break down and kind of go over what else I think made Triple C a strong team. These points are mostly going to be from the anime, but there is a game related point in here too. Firstly, aerial play. I think aerial play makes them such a strong team because despite this being crackhead, hyperdimensional, superhuman football, football is a game that's played on the ground. So not many players are going to be trained to handle those types of plays in Inazuma 11 at the time. Which ties into my next point, the unpredictability of the team. In the anime we see Raimon flail around, stumble, and just freeze out of shock due to the randomness of this team. Unpredictability keeps your opponent on their toes and makes it significantly harder for them to get the upper hand or take advantage of your weaknesses, which is invaluable in football, especially in Inazuma 11's brand of it. Now this is the game point I wanted to mention, Charm Up. Charm Up is a skill that was introduced in Osaka Triple C's debut game in Inazuma 11 2, and basically it makes you more successful in command duels against male players, and this skill is viable in all members of the team. The reason I think this could help make the team strong or makes the team strong is that the vast majority of teams are going to have male players on them, and some of them might be exclusively full of male players due to being part of the boys category of the football frontier, such as Royal Academy. So it's pretty much free extra power that's going to be constantly active. Well, not constantly, but almost constantly active. And Reika actually has this skill in her innate moveset. Finally, Butterfly Dream was some bullshit in the anime. The fact that the shot could just decide, no, I'm good, to keep a save or a defender's attempt to do their job is just insane to me. We haven't really seen a shot like that at all since. I'm forgetting something. But yeah, Osaka Triple C. I don't see enough people put respect on this team, so I want to see more respect put on this team from like going forward. Yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe.
God damn, that's a big bitch.